welcome to the jacuzzi at Robin's Nest. This is a quick little tutorial for you to hopefully help answer a few basic questions and help you troubleshoot should anything go wrong while you're here. Okay, let's go take a look. Okay, let's cover some of the basics like the cover and the control panel. Let's take a closer look at these clasps. These are easiest with two hands. You pinch the sides and then this little safety button here, you need to press in and take off. To put it back, clearly you just put it right back in there until you hear it click. Now if these aren't tight, I would ask you to tighten them down, because if they are loose like this, the cold air is going to get in here and it's going to be a lot harder to keep the water warm. So if you'll pull the strap on the top and the strap on the bottom to make it nice and tight, that'll keep the water warm, and it'll keep debris and water from settling here on top. Okay, let's talk about some of the basic controls. When you approach the control, you'll see usually that this lock button is lit up. That means that the controls are locked. That means you can press the buttons and nothing will happen. It's kind of like a child lock preventative. So to unlock it, you simply hold down for a couple of seconds this lock and unlock button until you hear it beep like that, and you saw that the light went off. Now you can use the controls. This is your power button, so if you just press it and hold it for a couple seconds, you'll see that the green light went off. That means that the unit is off. You'll always want to keep this on. You also heard the motor turn off. You'll always want to keep this on. So again, to turn it back on, you hold it down for 2 seconds. But notice that none of the other buttons are lit up when you first push the power button. To turn the heating element on, and this is the most important, you have to press this button here, the little wavy heat button. It automatically also turns this other light on. I believe that's for the filter and the water circulation. That button must be turned on in order for the unit to heat the water up. This is the current temperature. We've just put new water in, so that's why it's so cold. To change the temperature, you press the up button or the down button, and you'll see it go up and down. It's advisable that you do not go above 104, and so we have it set at 104 so that it'll go ahead and heat up for our next guests. And it does take some time to heat up since it is an outdoor unit. To get the bubbles to go, that's this button here. I'm not going to press it because we do have the cover on, and it's just going to make a lot of racket and a lot of mess. But if you want to turn the bubbles on, make sure the cover is off, and then you can go ahead and press this little button here. This button changes the temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So right now it's on Fahrenheit. If you wanted to change it to Celsius, you would just press that, change it back to Fahrenheit. And then if you walk away from it at this point, that's just fine. You don't have to hit the lock button again. But if you have kiddos running around and you don't want the controls to be adjusted, you can hold down that and then the lock will come back on. If you just walk away from it for a little bit, it will automatically turn the lock back on. Okay, if you have an error code, or the unit is off and not responding, or the unit is beeping, sometimes you'll need to reset the entire unit, which is right over here in this control box in front of this little trailer. And I will show you if you just basically follow the cord. It's this large cord here with the red and yellow button. These are your reset buttons, and so usually it'll be tripped like that, or you may have to hit the test button, which is the yellow button, and then you need to hit the reset button, you can see that the red light now came back on. You also heard the unit beep, and it's back on. Now, if that happens, you'll notice that the power is off at the unit and it's no longer running. So remember, you do have to turn this back on in order to have the unit heat up and start to and continue to heat the water. So there we go, and see, we're already getting warmer. Also feel free to use the handy dandy net here located next to the jacuzzi to skim off any debris or leaves that have ended up in the jacuzzi. It's usually easiest to get a little bit out before you turn on the bubbles, and then if you turn the bubbles on, that'll kind of stir up maybe what's settled on the bottom and it'll float to the top, and then you can skim more after you turn the bubbles off. We really hope you guys enjoy the jacuzzi at the Airstream. Also, please take note of the posted safety rules that is on the tree near the jacuzzi. Make sure all parties in your group have signed the hot tub waiver. Most notably, children should not be allowed in the jacuzzi unattended. Do not get in the water if the temperature is more than 104 degrees. Pregnant women should consult a doctor before use. Do not get in if you've used lotion or sunscreen. Please rinse off before you do so. And anyone with medical conditions that are of concern should not use the jacuzzi or should consult their doctor before entering the hot tub. Other than that, please enjoy it.